Welcome to another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. This video is going to be a complete walkthrough for the Chaos Coliseum difficulty kit V2. And as you can see, I made a TM Cavendish free-to-play team with a Legend Blackbeard friend captain. Kuma is here to give me fully matching orbs on the last stage. And the rest are just free-to-play subs for Driven, of course, and also they fulfill the restrictions I need for my Cavendish Blackbeard. Lao Chi is a fighter. Caribou, that's the Fortnite one, is a shooter. NL is a striker. And Cavendish himself is of course a slasher unit, so you got the restrictions you need. Now on the first stages you don't have to hurry or rush things. Just stall. But we are going to stall on stage 4 anyway. I think it should be 4 turns. So you don't have to stall too long. And while stalling, I'm actively looking for recovery orbs here, because I want to heal on stage 4. Now here, of course, just make sure you kill the Levins. And keep in mind with Cavendish, if you want to have the maximum amount of captain ability boost, you need to attack with 3 units of the same type, meaning in this case it's Dex units. So in my case it would be I start with Lao Chi, then Caribou and NL. Now here on this stage I'm just skipping ahead and trying to get as many recovery orbs as I can. Like I mentioned earlier, any damage done by the turtles can be out-healed by Cavendish. So that's not an issue here. Got another one. This should be enough. Now stage 4 versus Caribou and Caribou. Caribou has 360,000 HP, he preemptively gains a 2-hit Great Barrier, makes your perfects or all crews perfect easier to hit for 5 turns, but also blinds our crew for 5 turns. And if his brother dies, he will lower your attack for 5 turns. He attacks every turn for 4,600 damage. Caribou has 235,000 HP, he preemptively gains a 2-hit Crit Barrier. And if his brother Caribou dies, he binds 3 random characters for 5 turns. And he attacks for 3,000 damage each turn, so combined of 7,600 damage. Let's see and do some math. We are going to stall 4 turns. So we need 30,400 HP to survive it. We got more than that. And just to be sure, I was fishing for recovery orbs. Now go ahead and just attack and chip away their health slowly. You don't have to worry, they don't do anything based on their current HP. And if you want to screw up here, it's easier to screw up by killing Caribou. Especially if you have level 3 bind reduction. So you only have to skip 1 turn on Urouge. You only have to make sure you have, I think, around 7,600 HP or more left when you enter that stage. Or even less, because Cavendish Special will heal you. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm skipping another turn and try not to screw up. If you want to be super safe, you can use a now special. You can do it just for the loads, because we can't use it on the last stage anyway. Then just proceed to the next stage, which is versus Urouge. He has 4 million HP, he preemptively gives you all block orbs, as you can see. He attacks every turn for 7600 damage. After turn 2, he rewinds all specials by 5 turns. If he's below 40%, he cuts your HP by 50%. If he's below 30%, he will deal a whopping 80,000 damage. And if you use any damage dealing special, be it HP cut, or deals damage in character's attack, also on fixed damage, doesn't matter, 2 random units get blown away. So now I'm using my Kuma special, give me fully matching orbs, then of course my Cavendish, and after Cavendish I'm going to use the ship special. And like I mentioned earlier, we have to attack with our 3 dex units first, so I'm starting with Flower G. As you can see, it was a pretty easy fight. Nothing to worry here, be it dying of something or not. If you have any questions about the team, there are some other teams that are possible. I think you can make... I'm not completely 100% sure, but I think there are enough units that can't get blown away, so you could make a team with them. Or you have a Legend Frankie captain, and while his captain ability is active and he's in General Frankie mode, whatever it's called, units can't get blown away too. You could make a team around Legend Frankie. Now to the next fight, or see you on the next fight versus Hawkins. Welcome back to round 2 versus Hawkins, and as you can see I made a free-to-play TMAs team. When it comes to subs or replacements, there is none for this one, so if you don't have it, you would have to run another team. I will make a suggestion at the end of the video with what I can think of. Now on the first 3 stages, just basic stalling, make sure to get your specials ready. I want to use 1A special on stage 4. So one should be ready at least. And this is also my first try with this team, or in general. I haven't cleared the stage before, but it shouldn't be a problem in theory with this one. But we're gonna see, but I cannot doubt it. Now Bonnie has 800,000 HP. She preemptively gives us all recovery orbs, but also prevents healing for 30 turns. She attacks every turn for around 4,300 damage. And if you use an orb manipulator, she gives recovery orbs again. And if you kill Capone, she heals back to full HP. Capone has 600,000 HP. He preemptively boosts his attack for 3 turns. He attacks every turn for around 5400 damage, and after turn 1 he makes recovery orbs, battle matching for 3 turns, and if Bonnie dies, he is going to enrage. So I'm starting to chip away the HP of Bonnie. I think if you kill Bonnie, Capone also summons fodder units. And like on the first round versus Urouge, you don't have to worry. They don't do anything based on their current HP. So now we're going to kill Bonnie. And now Capone is going to enrage. And like I mentioned, he's also summoning the fodder units. Going to use 1 ace special here. Then start attacking or killing the fodder units in the back. Even with my screw up, you can see plenty of damage there. Now Hawkins has 3 million HP. He preemptively gains % damage reduction for 2 turns and also resilience buff for 4 turns. He attacks every turn for around 4500 damage. If he's below 20% or after turn 3, he attacks for 800,000 damage at the end of each turn. If he's below 50% or turn 4, he gains a 50,000 damage barrier for 3 turns. So now just go ahead and use your specials. Start with check to get rid of the % damage reduction. Then use Barto to get rid of the resilience. Now here's the important part. Start with G4. Then use ace. And then use Bellamy. This way you don't screw up and actually don't make strength orbs count as matching for your crew. As you can see, it was more than easy. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Some idea about teams that should work are Akainu V2 for sure, because of the end of turn or end of turn damages. When you hit perfects, you're killing the units on stage 4 guaranteed. And this end of turn damage also gets past resilience. And besides that, I would have to think about additional ones, and this one was one on the fly I could think about. If you need additional teams, just leave a comment. I will make something for you then. And see you on the last round versus Kid himself. Welcome back to round 3 versus Kid. And as you can see, I made a free-to-play team with a 6+ Legend Magellan friend captain. And this one is a striker-based one, besides the Golden Pound Usurp, because I need a high free-to-play delayer, and Golden Pound Usurp is still the best delayer in the game when it comes to free-to-play. Now on the first stages, just make sure to stall long enough. I need the Great Magellan special ready for stage 4. And Neko Mamushi should also be ready by then. And we're just taking our time here with the guards. Next turn I'm going to kill the one in the front and keep the one in the back alive, because I want my Neko special to be ready for the next stage. I kind of screwed up there, could have killed her, I wasn't paying attention. Now we are going to face Heat and Wire, both have around 1 million HP. Heat preemptively gives all strength orbs and locks the orb for 3 turns. He attacks for around 5000 damage, Wire attacks for around 6000 damage. And every other, that was my German again. Every other turn, Heat is going to give you quick orbs, and next turn he's giving you strength orbs again. And if you use a special interrupt, not special interrupt. If you use an orb manipulation, he binds your subunits for 5 turns. And if Wire dies, he's going to lower your chain multiplier. And if Heat dies, Wire is going to boost the attack by 1.25, his own. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my Golden Die Lizard to delay both guys, and then use my Neko Mamushi and start attacking Wire. The goal here is just to get more than 300,000 damage from normal attacks, so we poison the 2 guys here. Now just shift your attacks to Heat and bring him to the same level as Wire is. Now both of the guys should die from the poison. Now on stage 4 we are going to face Kid and Killer. Kid has 2.2 million HP, he attacks every 2 turns for 12,000 damage, and after turn 1 he's going to prevent all debuffs. Killer has around 1.8 million HP, he preemptively gains a damage threshold for 3 turns, also paralyzes your units for 4 turns. He attacks every turn for 5,300 damage, and after turn 2 he cuts your HP by 50%. And if he's below 20%, he attacks for 20,000 damage. If Kid dies, Killer increases the crew's damage taken, and if Killer dies, kid will enrage and then deal above 20,000 damage. So now I'm going to use my Raid Magellan and just skip the attack. Now the HP card came. That's 17,000 damage. Going to use my Barto here. And on the next turn, they both should die, thanks to the poison. Now to the final stage versus Kid. As you can see, he preemptively changed his type to Strength. He gained 10 turns of end of turn damage. And if you are killing him, he's going to revive back to full HP and gain 1 hit perfect barrier. If you use any orb manipulation, he will bind 3 random units for 10 turns. After turn 2, he's going to silence both captains for 2 turns, and after turn 3, he will make all your orbs count as battle matching orbs for 3 turns. He attacks every 2 turns for around 12,000 damage. And as you saw, he preemptively lowered our attack for 2 turns and also gave us a no healing debuff for 20 turns. So now I'm going to use my GPU. Going to use the Magellan and then just skip the attack. Now the bind specials comes. Can go ahead and actively fish for some recovery orbs here. Should have done that earlier. Forget it. Our heal got binded, so it's no use. It is kinda stupid for me. Now I'm going to use my Alida and skipping the turn again. And another skip, which is going to kill him. As you can see, pretty easy and safe free-to-play team. And sadly, you can't have any other subs. You need a leader or any other quick damage reducer that you have or you can get your hands on. If you have any questions, whatever, just leave a comment below. And sorry again if you heard something in my voice. I'm still recovering and I'm not 100% fit. Thank you for watching the video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.